Like the wind's dying down, Dolly. Come on, eat that grass. It's not going to eat itself, you know. You know, before this writer's strike, I used to have my own TV show in America.
Sure you did.
You know, sarcasm is ugly, even in one as beautiful as yourself. What's that? Look, Dolly, an eaglegram from America. Thank you. Dolly, it's my show. It's back on the air. Quick! Your seatbelt on. Oh, this is fantastic. I'll have to shave. I know, I don't have a razor. That's right, I'll use my finger to shave while looking in the rearview mirror and steer with my legs. Pulling my beard off, such pain, but worth it for show business. You'll never stop me, Hollywood producers! We always knew this day would come. I'll send for you as soon as I can get a visa or some kind of livestock certificate. Till then, wear this to remember me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
There you are!
All right, everybody. Welcome to Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I am your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please sit down, relax. Thank you. Please sit down, relax now. That's more than enough. More than enough. I thank you, but that's enough. Now, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it's a great day for America, everybody. We're back! We're back! We are back! We're back! Most of you probably didn't notice this, but we were away for a while. The writers are still on strike, but we've got a special pass here at the show. It's the TV equivalent of diplomatic immunity. I'm like Switzerland now in television. I will hold the jackets and your money. You two continue to fight, all right? So that's right. This is the way they talk in Switzerland. They all talk like people from movies from the 1940s about Nazis. Have you tried our chocolate? It's delicious. No, here's what happened. My boss, David Letterman, I know, it's my boss. Well, he made a deal for our shows to return with the whole staff. And if anyone can get a deal done, it's David Letterman. Because I found out that when I was doing the deal to work here, he's very tough. You know, he's all cheery and, hi, everybody, in the top 10 list. He's very tough in business. I tried to be tough back, and he made me an offer I couldn't refuse during the deal thing. I woke up and I found Paul Schaefer's head in my bed. Luckily, it was still attached to Paul. Oh, we made music together. You got some music for this, Paul? Yeah. I am so fired on my first show back. People are saying, though, that this show and Dave's show are going to get all the A-list guests as a result of this deal. I read that on the internet, so that means it's true. But I just want to send a message to the D-list celebrities of Hollywood. You are still welcome here. We will still be having... Kathy Griffin will still be here. The guy who invented the electric cheese cutter will still be here. People who can fart musical notes, they'll be here. This show will be the same lame crap as always. We will not change a thing. It will be garbage. And I make you this pledge. I make you this pledge, people of America. We will not improve this show. We will not improve it. It will not be funnier. It will not be better. Who do you think's the drunkest in this studio right now? Anyway, I had a whole 2 months. 2 months I was off work. It was horrible. I didn't know what to do with myself. Well, I did know. I knew one thing to do with myself. Told you, we're back. But once you do that one thing with yourself, then, you know... After that, you get the rest of the day. I grew a beard. I grew a strike beard. And it got itchy, so I shaved it off. Then I grew it back on again. That was just the first day. Next time I'll grow it in my face. It's like we were never away, isn't it? It was very tough for me not having an outlet, though, for my, you know, whatever this is. I would go into Starbucks every morning, do a little monologue for the people behind the baristas. Great day for America. Give me a tall, frothy latte and 2 sticky buns. Tall, frothy, sticky buns. Remind you of anyone? Do you know what I did do? Do you know what I did do during the strike? I learned to ski. I know! That's what everybody else said. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. I learned to ski. I tried to learn to ski. I fell down a lot. But I fell down, you know, I really hurt my hip. It was just in the parking lot. I was getting out of the car. A guy came up to me and says, "Hey, Craig." I'm like, "This is great. People haven't forgotten about me." He said, "Yeah, you're Craig Kilborn, right?" Not kidding. Like, it's Craig Kilborn. I was flattered, quite frankly. Usually I'm mistaken for Liza Minnelli, so it works. It's Craigie with a C, not Craigie with a... Anyway, a lot of things happened while we were away. Paul McCartney had heart surgery. I know. He's all right, but the surgery took a toll on him. Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney? Yeah, there he is. That's proof we're definitely back. It will take more than a writer's strike for me to stop saying we have a picture of Paul McCartney and then showing a picture of Angela Lansbury. That's what we do on this show. Do you know what? Some of the celebrities have calmed down during the strike as well. Like Lindsay Lohan, very quiet during the strike. I think she's waiting for the strike to be over to go on. Or maybe her dealer is on strike. I don't know, but... That joke brought to you by the WGA. That's right. I will now blame the WGA for every piece of lame crap I do. That's it. I don't like strikes, though. I don't. I mean, I grew up in an environment of strikes. Britain in the 1970s, there was strikes all the time. The coal miners went on strike. The postal workers went on strike. The dentists went on strike. I will never forget the British dental strike of 1979. It's still going. They never resolved it. But when the British miners went on strike, it was really violent. I was terrified. You know, they set fire to the cars. When my writers went on strike, they set fire to their farts and giggled. Strikes aren't the same in LA. Like, the strikers, you know, you see them in the picket lines, they've got the yoga mats, they wear sexy outfits, high heels. All right, that's just me. But it was fun. It was fun, and Eddie Murphy gave me a ride home. So it was... I might have made that up myself, I don't know. You got to be careful during a strike, though, because emotions run very high. I was, glad the writers did a lot of things to lighten the mood. Some of the picket lines had different themes. They had different dress. Like I saw a science fiction themed picket line. People were all dressed like characters from Star Trek. I was amazed. Who would have thought a television writer would have his own Star Trek costume? What a surprise! It's like saying Donald Trump owns a wig. It's ridiculous. Do you know what? No, listen. Do you know what else they had? They did. Shut up. They did. Do you know what they did? They had a bring a celebrity to the picket line. They had a day, bring a celebrity to the picket line. I called them up to see if they wanted me to show up. They said, fine, but who are you going to bring? Thought that up myself. So... No one knows how long this strike's going to go on. The two sides aren't talking to each other. It's like being married. You have to go to bed at night without anything happening. Play a rerun in your head. Anyway, it's good to be back, but it's not really business as usual. We're going to have no guests tonight. None. Yeah, don't you owe me? You meant to go, oh, what a great idea. That's what you meant. Oh, what a great idea. You'll get your money. Tonight it is all comedy. We use that term loosely here, but it's all, whatever the hell we do, drama and funny costumes. And we've got it all going on. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. God, it's good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back, my cheeky monkeys. Man, I've missed some of this stuff. That's enough of that. Anyway, welcome back. Listen, I'll be right with you. I just have to write a letter, and then I'll be right with you, all right? Dear David Letterman. Dear Dave, I don't know if you remember me or if you know who I am, but you worked very hard to get us back onto the air. And let me be the first to say, do you think you're doing? Hey, excuse me, I'm trying to write a letter to my boss. What the heck do you think you were doing? I was having a lovely time, Dave. I learned to ski, I went to some lovely places. I wonder if you could arrange to have a 2-month strike every year round about Christmas. I'd love it. Wait. I know and I realise that some writers may be upset because they think I'm making fun of the strike. But if you are a writer and you can't recognise irony, then perhaps you should be in a different profession. Perhaps a profession which requires you to have no sense of humour and no soul. May I suggest Hollywood producer? Yes, Craig Ferguson. There you are. Get out of the mouth. Now listen. I think I've pissed off everybody, including myself. Anyway, we all want this strike to be over as soon as possible. So what I've done is Excuse me a second. Hello? Hello? Sometimes I say hello before I lift the phone up, just in case. Hang on a minute. You know, sometimes call me back. Sometimes what I do is sometimes the phone rings and I go, hello? Do you ever set your cell phone to vibrate? And then it's on vibrate, right? And then you think it vibrates in your pocket and you pick it out and nobody calls you? You just feel a vibrate in your leg and like nobody called you, you're just starting to vibrate. Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello, Craig.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, it's Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Good Lord! Governor Schwarzenegger!
Yeah, listen, I'm calling to check in and see if this is another rerun.
Let me check. No, Governor, this is an original show.
Well, I mean, how can I be sure?
You're watching the show and I'm having a conversation with you on the air.
Good point, good point. Sorry, I think I'm still a little drunk from my New Year's Eve party.
That was like 2 days ago.
I know, it was a great party. Listen, I invited all my friends. Danny DeVito was there. Oh, and I even let Kiefer Sutherland out of jail for the night.
I guess my invite got lost in the mail then, eh?
No, Craig, I didn't invite you. Yeah, to be honest, you know, your show hasn't been on the air for a couple of months, so I just assumed that you'd been murdered.
Why would you assume that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. You just seem like the kind of guy who is hated by lots of people.
Well, I wasn't murdered. We've been off there for 2 months because there was a writer's strike, but now we're back.
Oh, well, this is great news. Oh, it was so terrible not having your show. I had to go to bed earlier and be with my wife.
Oh, come on. You love your wife.
Oh, I do, but she has this insatiable sexual appetite, always with the wanting of the sex.
Doesn't sound like such a terrible problem, Governor.
Listen, Craig, I'm not a young man anymore. I don't have the stamina I used to in my tiny Terminator.
Tiny Terminator. Tiny Terminator? That's your nickname for your...
Yes. It was either that or Gonads the Barbarian. Oh, no, Craig. Here comes my wife. Maria, get your hands off me. We just did it 10 minutes ago.
All right, talk to you later. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. We'll be right back. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. You know when you do your kissing face? You go to kiss someone and then you see them go. I've never seen that, but that must be horrible. Now, listen, I mentioned earlier, it's our first day back on the air since the writers went on strike over 8 weeks ago. So here now with the latest on the continuing WGA strike is our very own WGA member, Tim Meadows, everybody. Tim Meadows.
Hi, thank you.
Happy New Year to you, Tim. It's great to have you to be back on our first show.
Your first show back? Mm-hmm. Would you go somewhere?
Yeah, you know, we had reruns for 2 months. It was 8 weeks of me doing old jokes with stale references.
Yeah, well, did anyone notice the difference?
Oh, you! Anyway, last Friday we made a deal allowing our show to have writers, so now we're back.
Wow. Well, it's great that your show's going to have writers. You know, I think it'll be a huge improvement.
Tim, we've always had writers.
Really? Yikes.
Anyway, you're a WGA member. Have you done any picketing, anything like that?
No, Craig, actually, I've been using different tactics to make a point. Like earlier today, I snuck into the executive parking lot and keyed the hell out of some jerk's SUV.
That was you that did that.
Yeah.
That was my Carter.
Yeah, I know. Take that, Whitey.
All right, let's get back to the topic. What do the writers want?
Well, Craig, you know, if they look like your writers, they probably just want to get laid once before they die.
It's not what I meant, Tim. I'm talking about the writers' demands. They want more money for things you watch on the internet, right?
Things I watch on the internet.
Yeah,
You mean
yeah.
porn?
Yeah.
Look, I can't really afford to pay any more for that, Craig. And to be honest with you, I really don't watch it for the writing.
No, Tim, that's not what I meant.
No,
I said-
hey, Craig, let me ask you this. Why do all male porn actors have names that describe their wieners? It's crazy, like Johnny Steele, you know? I mean, I'd still watch if they had regular names like David Smith.
Can we get back on topic? How do you think this is going to end?
Well, usually this ends when you accuse me of not doing any research, I call you a racist, and then you go to commercial.
Not this bit now. I mean the strike. The strike. You haven't done any research on this. I should have expected this kind of laziness from you.
Oh, why? Because I'm black? You racist maniac.
Damn you, Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows, everybody. We'll be right back. I am so happy to be back, I can't tell you. Not just from that commercial break, although I'm happy to be back from that. But just to be back, you know, just when it's us, I've missed our time together. I mean it! Because, you know, during the strike, you know, CBS, in their infinite wisdom, ran reruns of the, you know, this show for the, you know, and it was the past couple of months they showed reruns from that, and then they started going into really old ones. And I was surprised how far back they went. Look, take a look at this. It's a great day for America, everyone. Not such a great day for the Soviet Union. Why? Because they're communists. Take that, Ivan. And here tonight is part of their farewell tour, Rolling Stones, everyone. I'm sad never to see that band again. They're groovy. Dynamite. What are you talking about, Willis? You can kiss my grits. Where's the beef? All right, later on in the show, we're very excited. A new comedian. He's very, very, very hairy. Robin Williams, everyone. Nano. Casper. Woof, 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 everyone. Mr. T is here tonight. He's going to give Lenny and Squiggy mohawks. I pity those fools. Also, a sneak preview from my dancing debut in the new movie, Flashdance. I've been doing a lot of squats since the 80s. Do we have to show that? We haven't been on the air for 2 months. We show an old clip of me in a leotard. Why? Because it humiliates me, that's why. All right, do we have time for an email? Do we have time for an email?
Well, there's always time for email on this show. Yes, there's always time for email from a guy or gal or she-mail. Comes straight first and he's a giant email hoe.
All right. Well, how about that? All right, this is from Arlene in Las Vegas, Nevada. There you go. Says, Dear Craig, did you do anything fun during your holiday? Well, first of all, it was a strike, Arlene. Not a holiday, it was a strike. But yes, I did. I learned to ski. I really did learn to ski. I did. I was at Okemo Mountain in Vermont, and I learned how to ski. And my ski instructor took a video of me learning to ski. And emailed it to me today. Take a look. That's me there. That's me learning to ski. Look, over the... And there he goes. And then, look, I got a little better. That's the snow plow. Right there, I'm doing that. And there I... And then... but I picked... Look, I didn't let it get me down. Up I get. And there I go. So it was interesting. Interestingly, when I fell in the second clip, I managed to change my outfit. So, yeah, I learned to ski. Do you know, I'd skied once before. I was in Scotland in the 1970s. They took me on a school trip to learn how to ski. But this was before skis were, you know, anything, like, they weren't ergonomic and all that. They were just, like, long pieces of wood, and they nailed them to your feet. They kind of did. And we went on this ski trip in Scotland, and we went up to a place called Aviemore, and basically it was imagine, if you imagine the Russian writer Alexander Solzhenitsyn, who wrote A Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich. Didn't he wrote that? It was about the like, you know. Yeah. But it was kind of, you imagine learning to ski combined with some kind of story of the Russian Gulag system. That was basically what the skiing was like in Scotland. But it changed. You know, I'm rambling, but I haven't seen you for a while. All right, let's look at this morning. Here's one. This is from Patricia in Nyack, New York. Nyack. Says, welcome back, Craig. Thank you. Did you grow a strike beard during your time off? Well, I've already told you about that. Yes, I grew one. Shaved it off, grew it again. Kept it. Look, this studio is haunted still. All right, this is from Natalie in Deltona in Florida. Natalie says, did you make a New Year's resolution and go through with it? Yes, I did. And yes, I did. Take that, expectations about my sexuality. I don't even know why I said that. This is from James in Duluth, in Georgia. He says, do you have you have a really busy show tonight. Do you have time for this email? No, I don't. All right. I don't even have time for that one. This is from Rocky in Riverview in Florida. Rocky, who used to be a boxer, I believe. Rocky said, I visited Scotland and my friend in Glasgow kept calling me a soap-dodging, sheep-shagging bampot. What does he mean by that? Well, basically what he's saying to you, when a Scottish person calls you a soap-dodging, sheep-shagging bampot, what they're really saying is, are you English? That's kind of what... We'll be right back. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back, my naughty monkeys. Monkeys that are so naughty. They're just like pussycats. I've kind of forgotten how to operate this. It's not even that technical. It's a bunch of buttons. Have you got a camera you can show anybody this thing? Look, it's a bunch of... Oh, it's nailed down. It's a bunch of buttons that things written underneath it, like, you know, burp, fart, chicken, you know. Now, listen, during the writer's strike, which is still going on, of course. I mean, we're just the Switzerland of writer's strike, but the strike is still going on. This is a terrible time for the movie stars and celebrities who don't have scripts, because they can't work without scripts. So to deal with this, some celebrities are taking improvisation classes so they can ad-lib their own material. Take a look at this.
All right, first, I need the name of a place, any kind of place at all.
A kitchen.
A bar, all right, and I need a type of profession, some kind of profession.
Lawyer.
Okay, I'm hearing prostitute. What I need is some kind of time of day. Some kind of time of day.
Lunchtime.
No. No.
Breakfast.
No.
Bath time.
Bath time. Bath time with a hooker in a bar. You don't even have to improvise it. It writes itself.
All right, here we go. Now, did you know I'm an expert at improvisation? You give me the script and I will give it a go, all right?
There's no script in improv, Mr. Kane.
Bloody hell. What was I thinking of? What am I good at? Oh, yeah, having sex. I am very good at having sex.
You'll have to put the glass down, Mr. Kane. In improv, we mime the props.
Well, I am miming. This is how good at miming I am. You actually think you see a glass. What do you think I'm miming now? There. What do you think I'm miming now? Tosser.
Yeah, mixed results. Now, listen. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people don't know this, but Prince Charles, you know Prince Charles, the heir to the throne of Britain, he is not only the Prince of Wales, he is also the king of late-night television in the UK. Let's take a look at a clip from Prince Charles's late-night show. Can we look at it?
Live from Buckingham Palace, it's the Rather Late programme with Prince Charles. Brought to you by Breasts. Breasts, just like boobs, but classy. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Late Night.
Hello! Welcome to London. Welcome to the Rather Late programme. I'm your host, TV's Prince Charles. This is my first show back since the writer's strike began, and it was tough not coming to work every day because, you know, mostly because I hate my family. Hey, Eddie Murphy got married last week, and here's the weird part. The bride is a woman. I have to say something here. A tabloid has reported that my wife Camilla has gone into rehab. Now, nothing could be further from the truth. She is at home right now, drunk off her arse. You see, because the irony would be... Anyway, never mind. Hey, guess what? The Iowa caucuses are tomorrow. Caucuses are tomorrow. That's a lovely word, isn't it? Caucuses. It's like a cross between porpoises and... Never mind. Let's just enter the road, shall we? Hello. You know, this is my first show back on the air after the writer's strike, which, of course, is affecting British talk shows as well. Good. No, I tried doing my show without writers. Do we have a clip of my show without writers? Elton John's gay. I think it went rather well, actually. Do we have time for a parchment? Oh, yeah, good. Oh. There you go. You can keep that ribbon, wear it later. Perhaps you could put it on something that's won a prize recently. Only if it's big enough, of course. This is all scripted, you know. Anyway, dear Prince Charles, says Nigel of Staffordshire. This is from Nigel in Staffordshire. Dear Prince Charles, he says, have you ever thought about getting your teeth straightened? Talking about, my teeth are straight. It's the rest of me that's bent. And now it's time for a segment we call Amusing Headlines.
Amusing headlines.
You'll love this. This is a bit where we read headlines with misprints or other amusing characteristics that sort of, you know, are kind of amusing. I know. All right. Well, this is hilarious, this one. Look at this. Hillary Clinton on top of new poll. Oh, my God, that is the funniest thing I ever heard. Hey, Hillary on a new poll. I hope Bill doesn't find out about that. Time. Join me next week when my guest will be Ugly Betty, or as I call her, Mother. All right, everybody. Whoa! Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, that's how you talk. I never let bad diction get in my way. Bad Diction, by the way, were a grunge band out of Seattle in the 1990s. Do you know that Bono and The Edge of U2, they're in America getting ready to promote their new movie, U2 3D? It's true, that's their new movie, U2 3D. I wonder what that'll be like. Know what I'm thinking? No. I'm thinking we should write a song about the writer's strike.
What writer's strike?
Don't you watch the news? Have you seen the striking writers on the picket lines?
Oh, I have. And you're right, they are quite striking with their big, strong arms and their chiseled chins.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. And in a strange way, no, it wasn't. Anyway, I want to write something that, you know, I want to write a song that really sticks it to the man.
Which man? That man who brought us our lunch.
No, not that man. No, the man, you know, the man, the suits, the big corporations that are trying to rip off the little people. I'm all right, I got something in my throat. I'm trying to rip off the little people, I said.
I'm glad you said little people. They don't like to be called midgets or dwarfs.
No, I'm not really talking about midgets or dwarfs. I'm talking about writers.
Oh, good, because I think those big protest signs would tip over the little midgets.
Are you still drunk from New Year's Eve?
Oh, I'm not drunk from 2 days ago.
I'm sorry.
I'm drunk from this morning.
I'm just going to write a song by myself.
Well, why don't you get one of those dwarf midget writers to help you?
Fine, I'll do that.
Well, good, that gives me more time to drink. Thanks.
You're welcome, you idiot. Everybody, we'll be right back. Well, that's pretty much our show for the evening, everybody. Please join us tomorrow night when I will have, as my guest, a guy who wrote a very interesting diet book, Mike Huckabee, will be here. And let me just say, before we go, how much of a pleasure it is for me to be back in your living room or bedroom or wherever the hell you have your television. And that all of the comedy that you saw tonight, whether improvised or written, was brought to you by WGA writers. Good night, everybody.